And away we go. It is the Nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com, brought to you, as always, by our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. Visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app, Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. You can have it delivered pretty much anywhere in greater Cincinnati. Like, I don't think people realize how large the delivery area is for Galactic. They'll bring it to you. So do that, or get yourself down to Dayton, Kentucky, and tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15% off of your order. All right, here we go. I'm Chad Brendel. He's the new papa. They are home from the hospital.
So happy.
Those couple days in the hospital, like, it's not long. It's not like terrible.
I had a panic moment.
Like forever.
I had a panic moment.
Really?
I did. So because we're not married, I'm not allowed to be on the birth certificate without an affidavit. And those people weren't in until this morning. And you have to have an ID. And I lost my wallet between last night and this morning.
No.
Chad, I tore that room apart searching for my wallet. I tore that room apart searching for my wallet. Could not find it. Could not find it. Went out to the car.
It's back at the house.
It's pouring rain. No, because I stopped to get drinks at the gas station on the way back. Like, just Gatorade for me. She wanted a Diet Mountain Dew. Like, cool. She wants some caffeine. Yeah, it was a long night. Could not find my wallet. Tore that room apart. Could not find it. Went through all the bags. Could not find it.
Where was it?
Security had it. It fell out of it. I had a hoodie on because it was raining. It must have fallen out of my pocket either when I grabbed my phone out or just whatever. Right. Security had it, and someone turned it in, and nothing was missing.
Oh man!
But that was
such a dumbass.
That was my panic moment.
You're such a dumbass. I love you. That's why I love you.
And they were like, "Well, we searched every room, like the names in every room, to find a Smith. Like, we couldn't find anybody who this would have belonged to." And they're like, "Yeah, he's not listed on here because he's trying to get listed on here."
Oh boy!
But the nursing staff at the Athens hospital was fantastic, and we were very well taken care of. It was great. But we are home. We're happy to be home.
How happy is the dog?
The dog is over the moon happy. Has not left Rachel's side. Rachel and the dog. Rachel's good with everybody. So, the dog is just.
Has the dog met the baby?
The dog has met the baby. Tried to lick the baby. We're not licking the baby yet.
They want to clean the baby.
The dog. She has this like thing that the baby can like lay in to be on the couch where it's like got boundaries, so she can't roll and all that. Like it's not a bassinet, but it's just a little pod that the baby can be in. And the dog has thought it was her dog bed. No, that's not.
I was like, it's for me.
That's not your new dog bed. But we're extra loving on the dog too, because puppy being in home in its house for an awful lot of the time that we were in the hospital. Everyone's good.
Good to hear. And you get the kids back tomorrow.
We get the kids back tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.
Well, they did come to visit in the hospital, and Big Brother, who we were all a little concerned about, Big Brother came in. And he's like, "Where's the baby? I want to hold it."
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay.
Big brother.
She got a dirty diaper. I want to change it.
Oh, that won't last long.
Okay. Well, it was.
I called my house today, and Kelly and Kelsey, was World War III to change the kitty litter because the garbage goes out tonight.
Chad, it was one of like the tar poops. Like, go ahead. I was scared of the tar poop. So go ahead, young fella.
All right. Stick to sports, Aaron.
I'm sorry. I have not stopped smiling in like 3 days, except when I couldn't find my wallet, and then I was just panicked. But
I love it. I love that you're happy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a little nightcap here, as we just did 5 minutes of Life with Aaron.
Is what it is.
Yeah, we do 5 minutes life with Chad. Like this is look. If you're not used to this by now, I don't know what to tell you. This is who we are.
I can't stop smiling, so I'm sorry.
It's hard. It's hard. Stop smiling. It's hard. Pete Thamel tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As I was coming home from the Peach Jam, you sent me a text. Pete Thamel reports
9:15 tonight. So it's
tonight.
Still very relevant.
The Big 12 and the Pac-12 will not merge.
Good.
No shit. Why? And we knew this. Like, okay.
Yeah.
The Big 12 is going to explore all options. One of those options is desperation from the 10 remaining teams of the Pac-12.
It was a Hail Mary.
Please take us all.
A Hail Mary.
Mister, please, sir, please take us all. Please take us all on your ship. No. Like, you don't bring enough. If you brought enough, you would be solvent on your own without USC and UCLA. But you're not. The valuation you're getting is not what you want to hear. It's not going to be enough to keep up, no matter who you add. SMU, San Diego State, Memphis, Boise State, whatever. You're not going to be able to keep up with the Big Ten and the SEC, nor is the Big 12, but you're going to be so far behind that you're not that attractive. You're not the cute girl that anybody wants to invite to prom.
Well, I mean, if you think about the Big 12 and who's at the top and who is at the bottom, it's not anywhere near the same as what
everybody in this new iteration of the Big 12 is pretty close.
Yes, and except for Kansas in football, they're
but
not.
They have Kansas basketball. They just won a national championship.
Right, but Kansas football is not close. And then
Right.
you look at basketball, and basketball is a whole different animal. Obviously, everybody's good. Everybody's good. But which is why if you can be, 16 and 16 or roughly thereabouts in your season, you can dance. Like,
or at least you're on the bubble.
Let's be all the way real with this new conference. You can very well dance at a 500 club. That said,
if you get to March at 15 and 13, you're on the bubble.
Yeah, but
that's just reality.
But football and basketball in the Pac-12 is not that.
Not without USC and UCLA.
No. So my guess is, I think that the Big 12 probably, I think they knew they were never going to merge with the Pac-12, if you ask me, and I think they did this to be like almost a courtesy thing, like, hey, this is why it's not going to work. Here's our numbers.
Right.
Here's your numbers. Here's the collective numbers. How is this good for both of us?
Right.
It's not. And that's why when you start poaching teams from the Pac-12 as the Big 12, you can say, we tried. It didn't work. And so you're at least in good standing, right? Like you're not being an asshole about it. You made the effort to try and merge, but it just didn't make sense. Not for as if you're Brett Yormark or Bowlesby or whoever was running the ship in these conversations.
Right.
This is why it doesn't work. You're pulling us down.
But here's the real thing, Aaron. Here's actually what this signifies. Now they're open for business.
Yeah, now we did all the due diligence.
Right.
And because if you started poaching before this, it would have been a shitty move.
It would have come off bad because there's so many, so there is a PR aspect to this.
Absolutely.
Because we have seen many, many, many national reporters shilling for saving the Pac-12.
Which is so weird because for what? I understand there's a storied history there. That's great. But sometimes history is best left in the books.
Well, again, if we're going to really go down this road, this is the Pac-12's fault. They had the chance to kill the Big 12 12 months ago, and they said no. They said, we good. We like where we're at. We are unified as a conference, you dumbasses. And they decided to go forward without putting the dagger in the Big 12 because TCU wanted to go. You could have probably got Texas Tech as a partner with TCU. You could have got Houston. You could have killed an 8-team Big 12 when Texas and Oklahoma said they were leaving. And in their own arrogance and stupidity, the Pac-12 said, we're good.
I feel like that's the general consensus, though, in almost everything that is collegiately related is arrogance and stupidity. Stagnancy.
They turned down what would have saved or potentially saved USC and UCLA from leaving was agreeing to an automatic bid in the playoff at 12 6 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever that was. It wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And securing your ability to compete for a championship, even though you weren't going to be at the same financial level, you were going to get the same seat at the table. And they said, no, that's not good enough. We're not going to do that. And now they're about to die. And look, I will say this from this point going forward, the Big 12 better put that knife in their heart.
I don't think that when you have a guy who has been in the places that Brett Yormark has been.
I know. But I'm telling you, the knife is touching the skin.
It's at the neck. You're holding it at the neck. You just have to pull. You just have to pull.
You better pull. And you better put the Pac-12 out of its misery. You take a couple teams. You end it. You have to end it now. We are at the point where they have said, we're not taking Oregon State. We're not taking Washington State. We'll take what we want. And the rest of you can figure out life, whatever that life looks like. You have to finish him.
You also have to beat everybody else to the punch, whether it be the Big Ten, whether it be the SEC,
no, but you don't have to.
Be the ACC. Yes, you do.
Well, here's what else. The Big Ten is never going to be interested in Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, Utah.
I'm talking Oregon, Washington.
Okay, but if you take the four corners, or you take Arizona and Utah, the Pac-12 is dead.
Set your sights high.
You're missing my point.
I get your point.
No, you're missing my point.
I want more.
Listen, if you tomorrow announce Arizona and Utah are coming to the Pac-12 or the Big 10, the Big 12, sorry.
Big 12, yeah.
It's been a long fucking day.
I get it.
Tomorrow, the Big 12 says we're adding Arizona and Utah. The Pac-12 is dead. You can pick off. At that point in time, it's just a vulture picking off the bones that are left on the road because they're now saying, oh, well, the Pac-12 is going to spin this as we're good with this. We're unified. We're not merging with the Big 12. No, the Big 12's not absorbing your mess.
Garbage.
So you take one or two, and that sets off the domino is what I'm saying. Maybe it ends with all four of the four corner schools in Oregon and Washington or whatever.
I would love to have
deal that first blow. Go get – if Arizona's ready to jump tomorrow, you sign Arizona tomorrow.
Arizona would be a great ad.
And then Utah you let the rest of the chips fall where they may.
Utah
but you
would be
the aggressor.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I guess selfishly I want all six.
I'm not saying I don't want all six. I'm saying you have to, like when you push the thing and you get the dominoes to all fall.
Yeah.
You got to push the first domino to get the rest.
I just think that puts the Big 12 in the best position possible if they
Sure.
do end up with all 6
Sure.
to be with
No argument.
With the Big 12 as it stands with currently without. I mean, obviously,
I'm talking about striking the first blow.
I get it. I just want
finish.
I want all of them so bad, so bad. I want all of them.
All right. That's where we're at with the news from Thamel. Like, of course, the Big 12 explored dissolving the Pac-12 into the conference, and of course, the numbers said that's not a good move because we knew that the minute that USC and UCLA left, that there's dead weight in that league.
You putting that on your mark, or you putting that on Bowlesby that they made sure that they did the right PR move? Or both.
Your mark. Maybe Bowlesby consulted, but
he's not. How?
But math is math. Like, I don't think this is even that hard, Aaron.
This is why this hire
it's not hard.
This hire specifically is so exciting to me. I think that
You think they got a savage?
I think they got the best possible human being for this, and I don't think we have seen the tip of the iceberg yet. We're still boarding the Titanic. We have not. Maybe that's not a good reference.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa! You know what happened after everybody boarded the Titanic, right?
I'm just saying we haven't seen the tip of the iceberg yet, and
You're saying everybody's boarding the Titanic, and the Big 12 is the iceberg.
I think yeah.
You haven't slept in 3 days. It's probably best we just stop.
I'm tired. I want all 6.
We'll see you tomorrow night in some iteration. We're not going to do one of these before the PTP because I'm going to be in the gym. So you're going to get me and Aaron after the PTP, which is never a good thing. We'll see you tomorrow night. It's the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!